This is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching Exclusively Van Halen on the Johnny Beane TV. Keep it there. Woo! See ya!
Hey, what's up, you guys? Johnny Beane here. This is Exclusively Van Halen, the Van Halen Show on YouTube. We're also live on X, and we're also live on Twitch. So feel free to follow us. Drop your comments down below. If you're watching this, hey, if you're live, if you're watching us here, or if you're watching us on replay, drop your comments down below in the comments section. Would love to see what you guys have to say about today's topic and today's show. So let's do this, you guys. Let's say hello to the top tier of channel members here on the Johnny Beane YouTube channel, because that's a part of the deal. As channel members, you get a shout out at the top of every talk show. The current top tier channel members are, if I can find the list, there we go. Majestic PB and J Cat, Music Therapy Laz, Flipper Carlin, CC, Bay Area Rich, Sherman Callahan, Nova 9, Rhabs, and Janice Lala. Thank you guys for being top tier channel members. Janice, I see you over on Twitch. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. Rock Daddy is here. Who is here live? It's October 9th right now, 2025. It's about 6:03 p.m. Eastern, 3:03 Pacific. We got Billy Ray 5150 is here. We got, let's see, Ogrelord 5150, who was dropping some comments earlier. Great to see that. Thank you again, man. And hey, feel free to drop those comments in the comment section below on playback, too. Always good. All right. So, you guys, pretty cool. Coming up, Record Store Day, Black Friday 2025. Brand new release, Van Halen live at Wembley 1995. So it says it's a Black Friday 2025 event. Release date November 28th. So that's a little over a month from now. And this is on LP. This is from Rhino. And there's going to be 6,000 of these. I'm going to have to grab a few of these for giveaways on the channel here. You must be subscribed to the channel to participate in the giveaways. Let's see, and it's a Record Store Day exclusive release. Now let's read some stuff here. More info. Live from Wembley 1995. Spotlights Van Halen's live in concert from London's Wembley Stadium. Again, this was a stadium show on their Balance tour. The explosive 8-song performance recorded on June 24th, 1995 and pressed on translucent Orange Crush vinyl features I can't even read. Features a mix of the band's biggest hits and deep cuts. So here's the track list. The Seventh Seal. And this is all live at Wembley Stadium, London, England, June 24th, 1995. So you got The Seventh Seal. You got Feelin, Ain't Talking About Love, guitar solo, which is, of course, you know, Eruption and Cathedral. You Really Got Me, When It's Love, Jump, and Right Now. So if you're looking at the track list here, it says A1, A2, A3, A4, B1, B2, B3, B4. So that's the A side and the B side of this Orange Crush vinyl. And is that it? I think that's really all the info we have so far. There's the cover. And if you look on there, you can see it's kind of it's blurry for me, but I believe right here it actually has the band members' names. Let's see if we can get a better close-up of that, because I do have... Here, let's do this. I do have some close-up photos of this cover. Yeah, right here. Okay, this is what it says right here. Eddie, Sammy, Alex, Michael, tonight at Wembley. Has the Van Halen, or Van Hagar logo. The VH. Rings, as some fans call them. Don, hey, good to see you, dude. Hope all is well, man. So that's the cover. Van Halen live at Wembley, 1995. Again, this is June 24th, 1995. And this was a show where Van Halen opened for Bon Jovi. A lot of mixed, I don't want to say reviews, but mixed feelings about this show from fans of the band. You know, why did they open for Bon Jovi? I mean, truthfully, I think at the time, Bon Jovi just had a bigger audience over there. Van Halen had not been over there in many years. And again, like Overlord, you were dropping some comments earlier saying, well, Van Halen opened for Sabbath, on their first tour. They played over there. And yes, they did, but they played theaters. They didn't play stadiums. This was a stadium show. This was a massive show. This is just huge. And I think, for a band to go overseas for the first time in many years, and to play with a band that, again, drop your comments below what you think. But at the time, Bon Jovi was bigger than Van Halen overseas. Bon Jovi, they're still a huge band. Huge hits. They probably had more hit singles than Van Halen. And actually, I used to live with their top songwriter, Desmond Child. He was my manager for a time. So I used to watch Desmond play those songs on a piano and sing them. Hey, Lewis. Living on a Prayer. I used to watch Desmond would sit there and he'd play the piano. He'd be singing that song. And I'd be thinking, this is pretty unreal, But anyway, no matter what, the thing is, this is 30 years ago now, so. But, Van Halen fans, I get it. You guys love this band and you talk, every day. I run one of the larger Van Halen groups on Facebook. We're called Exclusively Van Halen. And join the group if you guys haven't. Let me see if Nightbot has the link for you guys. Is that the link? Anyway, while we're waiting for that, smash the thumbs up on the video if you guys would. And again, let's get some comments below what you guys think about this. Maybe it's VHFB. Maybe it's that. What do you guys think? Let's see. Ogrelord is saying, just saying that I would have rather played Europe on my own in a smaller venue than open for Bon Jovi. If you were in Van Halen or your band, I don't know any band that would not want to open for Bon Jovi, especially at that time when they were as big as, they're still big, but back then, like if you guys see photos from this show, the crowd, it's a stadium show. And there are photos, I believe, in this release. There are photos from that show. I don't know if there's any of Bon Jovi in there. Maybe there are. But there's definitely photos of Van Halen. So, and there's something else I want to show you guys too. So, I've heard this because I had this on a CD 30 years ago. This is, if you're a Van Halen nerd like myself, you've heard this, right? And this, but it was never officially released. I think it was played on the radio over there. And that's how it got recorded and eventually put out on, on either CDRs weren't really around back then, but a lot of bootlegs were released on, but traders would call silver CDs. So like an actual CD, but a bootleg CD, not official from the band. But this was a CD that I had back in the day. I'll show it to you guys. It's the same thing. And there may actually be more to this. If you have the, let's see. So this was the album that I had back in the day. It was called Blastin'. And if you look, okay, so there's only 6 tracks. Okay. Tracks 1 through 6, Wembley Stadium, London, June 24th. So this is the same right here. So track through 6. So it's the same. Is it the same or is it? Let's see. 1 through 6. Seventh Seal and Talking About Love. Right Now, You Really Got Me, When It's Love, Jump. Now the tracks on what we were just looking at. Let's see. If anybody can figure this out in the comments, let me know. Okay, so it's Seventh Seal, Ain't Talking About Love, Right Now, You Really Got Me, When It's Love, Jump. Now, what's coming out official is Seventh Seal, Feelin, Ain't Talking About Love, guitar solo, You Really Got Me, When It's Love, Jump right now. Okay, so there's more. Well, that's cool, man. Applause. So there's going to be more released on this official release than what I even had back in the day. Now, the thing is, looking at this, it wasn't just the London audio, or part of it, at least. It was also some of the opening night on March 11th. And this was something that was played on MTV back in the day. Actually, there's some notes here. And if you're wondering where I am, I'm over on vhboots.com, which is like the largest source of Van Halen live recordings. Let's see. What does it say? Oh, here's the info right here. Tracks 1 through 6 are exactly the same as which they appear on. Okay, so there's another release called Rocks the Beer Hall. But tracks 1 through 6 were recorded by BBC Radio 1 in the United Kingdom and were eventually aired on John, Kavanaugh's Radio 1 rock show. So that's where that originally came from. Unless the band officially recorded it themselves, which they probably did. And that's probably what this official release is. I'm just assuming. But according to VH Boots, like the version that I had 30 years ago was from BBC Radio 1 that originally aired on John, is it Kavanaugh's Rock 1 radio show in early 1996. Due to the high quality sound of the disc, it is unlikely that these tracks are taken from the radio source, but rather from the original soundboard recording. Oh, okay. And according to the notes here, the Wembley Stadium recording is from the soundboard, and it's superb. Yeah, it's a great sounding. I remember this being great. And then this is the, that's the bootleg I had back in the day. Blastin'. Okay. So that's you can find that out there, and it's the audio for that is probably actually on YouTube. so you guys can hear that. But let's see, Ogre Lord, you're saying some stuff here. There was a store called Penny Lane that was all bootlegs. Oh, in the late '90s, mid to late '90s. Oh, dude, yeah, out here I'm in Santa Cruz now, but when I lived in the East Bay in Oakland, California, there was a store called Saturn Records on College Avenue, Oakland, California, just down the street from the University of Berkeley. I used to get all kinds of live bootleg stuff from them. And then there was also a bootleg store on Solano Avenue in Berkeley. That's actually where I got this. It was called Blastin'. Now, I remember exactly I remember the day I bought this. And I remember walking, I remember exactly buying this, listening to it, and then not ever, thinking in 30 years they would officially release it. So, let's see. William, good to see you, man. Saw Van Halen at Wembley Arena April 1993. Played a European date supporting Right Here, Right Now. Was at the Wembley Stadium concert in 95. They played 3 nights in a row. Oh, cool, man. So was that 3 nights opening for Bon Jovi? So I think Bon Jovi could easily play 3 nights. Wembley Stadium, 95. And, I mean, I don't have set list. I don't have the official set list here. Maybe you guys can help me. And again, drop comments down below. I would assume they played a full set, but maybe not their entire set. I would think maybe they played a shorter set. Well, obviously, they wouldn't play 2 hours opening for Bon Jovi. Maybe they played an hour? William, do you happen to remember? Let's see. Few comments here, and then I'll let you guys go. I like to try to keep these shows, under 30 minutes. Hey, David, what's up, dude? The funny thing was Balance hit number 8 in the UK. They could have headlined arenas there on their own. Arenas, yes. Stadiums, again, that's something, I don't know if some people don't realize, this was a stadium show. Bon Jovi was playing stadiums. And also, why just 8 tracks? They couldn't give us the full show like they did with the Dallas 91 Carnal Knowledge Box. Well, the Dallas 91 it wasn't a full show. And maybe they just played the 8 tracks. Or not, you know what I mean. At this, for opening for Bon Jovi. Like I said, I don't know if it was a full set. Well, I mean, Mr. Mike, do you happen to... Let me see. Let's do this. Van Halen, Wembley Stadium, June 24th, 1995, full set list. Okay, setlist.fm. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so if you guys go over to setlist.fm, according to them, the full set list was Seventh Seal, Runaround, Aftershock, Ain't Talking About Love, When It's Love, Panama, Feelin, Guitar Solo, You Really Got Me, Dreams? They played Dreams there? This is 95, right? Yeah. Why Can't This Be Love? There's Only One Way to Rock, and Jump. So according to setlist.fm, that was the set. And then opening for Bon Jovi. Wait, there was more bands there. There was like... Van Halen was one of 4 opening bands. According to this, there was a band called Crown of Thorns that opened. Another band called Thunder. You guys know Thunder. And then Ugly Kid Joe also opened. Wait, who was there that was there? Who was there that was there? William, you said you were at this show, right? It says Van Halen played a different set each night. That makes sense. That's cool. So, William, do you recall these other bands playing that day? Ugly Kid Joe, Thunder, and Crown of Thorns. This is new to me. I had never heard this. So wait a minute. So Van Halen wasn't the only opening band. There were several. I don't know. That's according to June 24th, Wembley Stadium. So if they played 3 nights? No, this is on one date, June 24th. And then when I go back to that bootleg, it's June 24th. So Ogre is like grinding his teeth right now. He's like, wait a minute. Okay, well, which order did... I would think Van Halen was the last of the opening bands. If that makes you feel better, Ogre. Because imagine if Van Halen opened for Ugly Kid Joe. Ogre. Not that there's nothing wrong with Ugly Kid Joe, but you know what I'm saying. Supporting bands changed each night, William is saying. Bon Jovi played 3 nights. Yeah, I know. But if you go over to setlist.fm, it says June 24th, Wembley Stadium, Bon Jovi, Van Halen, Crown of Thorns, Thunder, Ugly Kid Joe. They're saying, and it says you can actually add the time. So if somebody logs into this and actually adds the order, but if we were to go, okay, if I was to look at this, and if there was an order, it would look like Ugly Kid Joe opened, and then Thunder, and then Crown of Thorns, and then Van Halen, and then Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi, Van Halen played 3 nights, 4 bands each night. Wow. Interesting. It's a festival, yeah. Mr. Mike, we should have gone, man. Oh, look, there's a button you can push that says I was there. Hey, William, you can actually go to Setlist. Let me give you the link to this, man, if you want to. Because you said you were there. You can actually chime in. I guess you can log in and you can post your memories of that show. There's the link. So again, Wembley Stadium, June 24th, 1995, the official set list was Seventh Seal, Run Around. I mean, that sounds like that was the full show for Van Halen. 13 songs. Seventh Seal, Run Around, Aftershock, Ain't Talking About Love, When It's Love, Panama, Feelin, guitar. So notice, no drum solo, no bass solo, no Sammy solo. But guitar solo, of course. You Really Got Me, Dreams, Why Can't This Be Love, One Way to Rock, and Jump. I don't know why I'm thinking it's weird to see Dreams on there. They did play Dreams in 95, didn't they? They did. Okay, maybe I'm thinking some of those other tours, because they didn't play Dreams on like 0812 tour. They didn't play Dreams. And then, I mean, since this is like one of their first shows in England, playing, for the Bon Jovi audience, if you want to look at the mix of eras, Seventh Seal, Run Around, Aftershock, those are Hagar. Ain't Talking About Love, that's Roth. Panama, Roth. You Really Got Me, Roth. Okay, so they played 4 Roth era songs, and they played 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, yeah. Panama, Really Got Me. Well, technically, Really Got Me is not a Roth song, but it is. Ain't Talking About Love, Panama, Really Got Me. Wait a minute, wait. Okay. Seventh Seal, Run Around. Well, if somebody can figure out what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to count how many Hagar songs they did. 4 Roth era songs. Is that a record for Hagar? Well, I mean, if they did Ain't Talking About Love, they always did. Panama, they always did. really got me. I think they always did that one. Jump, they always did. Although on the 5150 tour, Sammy would drag up either somebody from the audience or some celebrity from the area or a radio DJ to sing the song. And this is true. Listen to any 1986 bootleg, and when it gets to Jump, you'll hear somebody else singing the song. It's pretty weird. It's pretty cool, actually. I would like to hear one of those, actually. Mr. Mike, can you look for one of those? Can you find like an 86 bootleg and find them playing Jump? Because I would like to hear it, because I would think Edward would have played the keyboard. And if he did the guitar solo, because it would have been similar to When It's Love, playing the keyboard and then doing the solo and going back to the keyboard. Dreams, I mean, that's what they did. But the thing is, Dreams was cut out of Live Right Here, Right Now, or wasn't played that night. So that's why you don't think of it, because if you grew up on that, you never saw it. Look for a 5150 era bootleg where they played Jump. It would have been one of the last songs that night, if not the last song they played. It would be one or the other. Very interesting. It's been a long time since I've heard a 5150 era live bootleg of Jump. It's been a long time. So there you go, dudes. Pretty cool. All right, we're at 27 minutes. I'm going to let you guys go. So again, pretty cool. Van Halen live at Wembley, officially going to be released. Seventh Seal, Feelin, Ain't Talking About Love, guitar solo, You Really Got Me, When It's Love, Jump, and Right Now. Orange vinyl. And I am going to, on that day, record store day, I put it in my calendar, I'm going to go out and pick up at least a couple copies of this. And for a future giveaway on the channel here. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Help us get to our next goal of, 14K on YouTube? 14K is the next goal here on YouTube. So, all right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for the repost. Focus on Metal over on X. We're live on X right now. Brandon, today, 8 years finding about this. Oh, cool. Right on. Hey, Marcus. Good to see you guys. Dudes. Bon Jovi was recording for a DVD. Oh, that's right. So this show was officially recorded by Bon Jovi. It would be pretty cool if they recorded the Van Halen set too. Or I would think maybe they would have recorded the entire thing. Right? Janice is over on Twitch. Thank you, Janice. All right, channel members, thank you guys so much for your continued support for this channel and these shows. I love doing these shows, you guys. Not just the Van Halen stuff, but I love talking rock, music and guitars and vlogging and all that stuff. Maybe they did in the vault. Probably. I mean, these days, if this was to happen today, the whole thing would definitely be recorded, because recording is so much cheaper now to do, and you got everybody in the audience recording too, So that's the cool thing about these days, is you got so many different sources of stuff. It can be almost endless, almost. Can't see any bootlegs on a Google search for Jump in '86. It happened. I've heard it. Actually, I have some somewhere, but it is true. We'll have to find one of those. If you find one, yeah, I want to hear it. But hey, you guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Subscribe to the channel. If you like your Van Halen, this is the place you want to be. I mean, look, we got Van Halen guitars. Look at this. We got Van Halen guitars here, everything. We love Van Halen. See? There you go. Little attitude. All right. So I'll see you guys on the next show. But you can watch another show. Actually, I say that at the end, so I'll save that. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time right here on... What channel is this?
You're watching Johnny. You're watching this motherfucker on wherever you're watching it. Just watch him. He's a legend.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Hi, this is Weasel Zappa, and you're watching Johnny Beane TV. How you doing, everybody?
Guys, Brad Tolinsky,
Author of Eruption, Conversations with Edward Van Halen.
that's right.
And nobody better to bring you Van Halen information than the one and only Johnny Beane.
Thank you. Can you say that louder? Sammy.
What's up, dude?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
Hi,
You want to film? You can film all you want, man. What do you want me to tell you in that camera? Hey, happy birthday to you, man.
Thanks. I'm Johnny Beane. I've met you a few
Johnny
times.
Beane?
Johnny Beane.
John, hey, Johnny Beane, Sammy Hagar here, man. Congratulations
There you
for
go.
one or
I just want to be like, how old are you?
Hey, it's Lori Tucker, and
Johnny Beane,
we're here at the Forum, and we're going to see
Sammy
Sammy
Hagar.
Hagar. And you're watching Johnny Beane TV. Stay tuned.
Hey, this is Billy Sheehan. You're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
Hola, amigos. This is your bass player, Billy Sheehan. You're watching me right here on my dear friend, John. It went away.
And then I'll give you mine, so come back around this way.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Mike. Hi.
How you doing?
I'm Johnny Beane. I met you last year. I talked on Google Plus.
Oh, I remember you.
I
Yeah.
look like.
All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
All right.
He was on a Google Plus hangout.
I'm Johnny Beane.
You're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Thank you so much for watching. Click on another video on the screen here and drop your comments below. What do you think? Van Halen opening for Bon Jovi? Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will see you guys right here on the next show here on Johnny Beane TV.